Hello everybody and welcome. I hope you're well. But today we're going to talk about the shoulders. We're going to talk about some of the most common problems in the shoulders. But when we talk about the shoulders, many phrases come to place, isn't it? Like you have a chip on your shoulder, you need a shoulder to cry on, or you have the weight of the world in your shoulders. And so on, we have many other phrases. And these phrases will help us to decode those emotions that are behind the shoulders. When we talk about the shoulders, we talk about responsibilities, my responsibilities. All those responsibilities that I carry on my shoulders, all of those things that I carry on me, everything, it's on my shoulders. My family depends on me sometimes. I have too many responsibilities at work or in my relationship or in my family. My family even depends on me. I have way too many responsibilities on me, and that's when problems with the shoulders come to place. But also, when the person that has many current problems in the shoulders are people that normally tend to be perfect. They want to do more and more and more, and they always feel like they're not doing good enough. They need to do more. I need to put more shoulder on this. I need to put more of my shoulder on me. And this is also for a lot of people that feel that they never have a shoulder to cry on because nobody ever helps them, because everything is on them and nobody else. Or they are actually the ones that normally have to put a shoulder for everybody to cry on them. Or people that have that chip on the shoulder that cannot move from that situation because they feel always that they have to be the ones taking charge for everything and for everybody. Now, when it's the left shoulder, if you are right-handed, this shoulder talks about my own devaluations, how I feel about my responsibilities, but also as my responsibility as a mother, as a father. Maybe I feel like I have too much on my shoulders with subjects around my children or what I believe are my children, because it could be your niece, your nephew, and you see them as your children. You have to take charge of those children. You may not have your own children, but you are responsible of those other children. All of those responsibilities that we feel as a parent, I need to do more, but I feel I can't do anymore, but I carry all on my shoulder. This could be also for a single mother that feels that she has too much on her shoulders, but also applies for those that are her parents or their parents are their responsibility. They are in charge of her parents for any situations that are happening in their lives, and now they feel they have too much on their shoulders, that their parents are their responsibility, but they feel that they should do better, they could do better, but they have just too much on their plate and they cannot do it. And that's when that chip there, it's so painful, appears. But now when it's in the right shoulder for a right-handed, it's opposite for a left-handed, okay? Now when it's the right shoulder for a right-handed, we're talking about devaluations on work, relationships, or sometimes it's actually a direct conflict with my father. And this is because I feel like I have too much on my shoulders, maybe at my job. I put my job on my shoulders, that my company on my shoulders, or the company may not be mine, but I put it all over me because my boss thinks that I can do all of it. They're just putting too much on me, and I feel that I have to prove it. I have to prove that I'm good, and I keep putting, but at one point that shoulder cannot handle anymore. Or maybe you have a conflict with your partner, your relationship, because you feel that you can do better. You can do better in that relationship, but you just can't anymore because you just have too much weight on your shoulders from everywhere. And also the shoulders have that sensation of it's just too painful. It's just too painful to have too much responsibility on me. It's painful that I'm seeing myself carrying all this weight on me, and I just cannot unload all of this pain, all of this responsibility. Now, when it's a luxation in the shoulder, we're talking about conflicts of freedom. The person wants to go free. People sometimes with shoulder luxation wants to escape. They want to escape maybe from that job that they have, if it's the right one, and they want to escape because it's just too much on them. It just feels that it's too much. And sometimes they even want to escape from being a parent because they feel it's too much as a parent or as a child, because they feel that you have the weight of the shoulder of your parents on you, and now you have to deal with all of this, and you just want to escape. You just want freedom. You want to escape from that family maybe. And that's when the luxation comes to. Now, when it's with the tendons in the shoulder, now this talks also about freedom, but about my own freedom on sometimes to retain somebody, to keep somebody from being free. And this talks about relationship, if it's in the right shoulder. Maybe you are in a relationship where maybe your partner wants to go free, wants to leave, and you just don't want that because that is not what you want. You wanted to retain that person. So it's in a way the tendon comes around because you feel that you have to keep that person, because you feel maybe a bit incapable to retain them. And also when it's tendonitis in the shoulder, when it's tendonitis, the people with tendonitis in the shoulder feel like they're stretching themselves too much. I have too much already on my shoulders. It's too much of a weight. I just put everything. I don't know how to stretch myself anymore. I'm here, there, everywhere. I'm helping everyone. I put in my shoulders for everybody. Everybody cries on me. Everybody thinks that I'm always a bag of potatoes. They just put it on me. And that is when tendonitis comes around. So people with shoulder problems normally are those that carry everything on their own, every problem, every conflict, every responsibility. And a lot of times people with a lot of shoulder problems also have high cholesterol, which I'm gonna leave you the video here, because they feel alone in this world. They feel that everything is on them, and they also have to do it all on their own because nobody helps them. And that's when they may have it all together, cholesterol and a shoulder problem. I hope this video has helped you to understand shoulder problems, and if you have any questions, any comments, please leave it down below, and I see you next video. Take care. Bye-bye.